have to watch.
Okay, well, let's move on. PSU banks is something that Nigel is tracking. They've underperformed this week. Is there any specific reason for that?
Well, it's part of earnings itself. Yeah. This week itself, everyone's talking about consolidation on the Nifty. The Nifty private sector banks did well, but the PSU banks came in for selling. And this was triggered by what happened with Canara Bank's numbers. First look at it, good set of numbers it was, whether you're looking at the loan growth, whether you're looking at the asset quality. They put out a very detailed presentation as well with a very good guidance. So the street was very, very okay about it. The problem is the way provisioning is being computed as of now is going to change. And this has been going on for the last few months. Now, on their con call, they said that close to around 4 to 5% of the current loan book will be required, will go towards this ECL. That's expected credit loss provisioning. And if you're looking at their book, it's around 9 lakh crore odd. If you take 4 to 5% odd, it's around 40,000 crores approximately. And that's a very, very large number, much larger than what the street was working with. The problem is the street is wondering why they talking about such a high provisioning number. Are they being very, very stringent with regard to some of those loans which are in the book, which are currently standard or maybe stage 2, that means loans are already restructured? Will they go bad? So that's what created a lot of fear. And that's what created a ripple effect on other PSU banking names as well. CLSA, well, they've divided into two. But before we go ahead, you need to track the RBI guidelines. As of now, it's still discussion paper, and the fixed rules are not yet come out. So we'll have to wait by for that. CLSA, they say for private banks, well, they have enough of contingencies, so they won't be impacted one bit. In fact, ICICI Bank, they have a contingency of nearly around 30,000 crores odd, so there won't be any impact for them. But on the PSU banking names, they are saying it could be roughly around 0.8 to around 1.5% of the current loan book. And SBI and Bank of Baroda, they have already indicated that, in fact, it will be around 1% of their loan book. Morgan Stanley, they have gone ahead and they have put out some estimates, and they are factoring in the impact, assuming that 1% of the book will be towards ECL provisions. What kind of an impact can it have on the book value? So they had put out some numbers. For Canara Bank itself, it's nearly around 8% approximately. But some part of the street believes that this is on the higher side, and some managements as well have been talking to sell-side analysts. They believe that this is on the higher side. Short point, from here on, we'll have to wait by for the final guidelines from the RBI. And next week, I think a crucial factor, not only for the PSU banking names, but for the markets on the whole, will be SBI's commentary. The results are on the 18th, which is on Thursday. So further clarity could emerge at that point of time. But for the time being, because of this commentary on the ECL provisions, you saw the entire PSU banking banks under pressure all through the week.
All right. Well, let's do one thing. Let us take a short commercial break on that note. But on the other side of the break, we will be talking a lot more about all the top headlines. And we have a special conversation coming up with Andrew Holland as well. Do stay with us.